Why I love Goku. Now, Goku for me, as a kid, he has been a perfect role model. Now, we live in a time where people consider Joe Rogan as a role model. Now, if I'm being dead honest, he's a hypocrite, he's a two faced person, a phony who talks about one thing and he just simply changes his thoughts in about seconds. Or we have like Andrew Tate. Now, where do I begin with? Some things, some topics that he talks about, his ideology is really, really messed up. We got people like Jake Paul, Kylie Jenner, KSI. Now, people think that they are the peak and perfect human beings, but they're not. I really hate when people take these doofus, lying, hypocritical, two faced scumbags for their role models. They're like the super nice guy in front of the camera. Behind the scenes, there's something else. But we're going kind of off topic here. Yeah, the perfect role model that you could have in your life is Lord Buddha, Prophet Muhammad, Jesus Christ, Lord Krishna. These are the perfect ones, and these are the only ones that you should have as role models in your life. But when I was a kid, I had Goku as my role model. Now, he isn't perfect like all the four prophets I mentioned before, but when I was a kid, he meant so much to me. And I feel like a whole generation agrees on that. They feel the same way that I do. We have all witnessed his journey. Everyone laughed at the kid who joined the World Championship Martial Art Tournament, but now he is on level with the gods. Now, I do not love Goku because he's the strongest, but there are many aspects that I look up to Goku, and as a kid, I just wanted to be just like him. There are many things that Goku taught me. There is not a single scene in Dragon Ball Z that you would see Goku depressed or Goku sad. That is what is really strong and powerful about him, and I think that we all should imply that he is never heartbroken. You won't ever see him disheartened. It's like he's completely immune to depression, overthinking, or any kind of mental stress or mental pressure. It is a really remarkable trait, and I think we all should apply it in our lives. He just never ever gives anyone the authority, the right to control himself, his emotions, his way of thinking. He just is himself, and that's all there is to it. No one has any power to control Goku or his emotions. He's just way too strong. His mentality is something else. He could never be depressed or saddened by someone else's words or someone else's action. That's what I love about him so much, and that's why I love him. If you give anyone else the authority to control your emotions or yourself, aren't you a slave? And Goku ain't nobody's slave. Isn't it pure slavery? You cannot ever let someone else control you. The next thing I love about him is he always gives his best. Every time he is on a battlefield or every time he's doing something, he would always give out his best. He would try the hardest. He would give everything he has. You will never see Goku being overwhelmed or afraid on how stronger his opponent is. He will always be ready to fight. And he will, despite knowing that he would not stand a chance, he would fight, he would give everything he has. Despite knowing that his opponent is just way out of this world, he would take out the best, bring out the best form of himself, and in the end, by never giving up, by giving out everything he has, he comes out on top. And I feel like that's how it should be. I mean, for YouTube, I'm like really depressed because nothing seems to be working out, and I'm just, don't feel right. Or I felt many times that I should like quit and do something else, but no, I can't. I have a dream, a goal, an ambition of becoming the best ever. And if I'm being honest, the numbers, the not gaining subs or views really scare me, but that shouldn't be any of bother to me. I should just keep making best videos, giving it everything I have, and keep continuing moving forward. At least that's what I've learned from Goku. Now, the next thing is the way he treats people. Now, as you heard from Vegeta, you would never see Goku disrespecting or disregarding someone. He is just so nice, and despite being so powerful, he is not arrogant. He would not hurt someone else. And many times, despite being the whole world's fate in his ability to fight, he would never shiver or he would never back down. Always ready for the next challenge, despite that challenge even being bigger than himself. The next thing is his forgiveness and his kindness. Now, you guys know that Frieza killed Goku's mom and Goku's dad, his whole family basically, his whole planet, his whole race, and he even killed his best friend. He tried to kill his friends on Earth, he even killed his own best friend. But by the end of the battle, what does Goku do? He forgives Frieza. I mean, you cannot be so forgiving. How can anyone be so forgiving? He gives someone as evil as Frieza a second chance. Now, in my life, I've learned that if there are people that have done wrong to you, you should forgive them. But also, you should stay away from them because they would do the same thing again to you. You cannot just trust liars, and you need to stay away from some people. You really need to have good company. It's better to be alone than to be with bad people. You don't drink poison when you're thirsty. So yeah, Goku just teaches me to forgive, not to think about evil douchey people. Just move on and just stay away from them. And that's a really powerful lesson. Thank you, Goku, for making my childhood so special. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And yeah, also click on any of these videos right now. Do it, click it now.